We have more Super Mystery Dungeon news. This time we have more screenshots, okay? We have a bunch of screenshots again, and I'm gonna do another video because why the heck not? Alright, so to start it off, they released a bunch of new screenshots of course, but they have also released some details about what certain characters will do in the game. So let's start with this. It confirms that as before you can send out mail to be rescued when you fall in a dungeon. Well that, oh my god, I don't know if you could hear that, but my computer keeps doing that, it's so annoying. And you can, yeah, so you can, like in previous game, you can be rescued by a mail. I always, like, I don't know, in previous, when I played Red Rescue Team or something and I sent out a mail to be rescued, I always, like, it always fucked up my save file, so I'm not gonna touch that. But it could be, you know, more useful on the new 3DS systems. And you can actually use Lapras to navigate between a town called Jelton Town and a town called White Town underwater content. So that may confirm that we are actually being introduced to a huge treasure town kind of thing. Like you have two towns, and that's actually pretty cool. So maybe this game will probably be huge. That's probably why it's called Super, but whatever. And it is confirmed that I don't know if you can hear that, but it annoys me to a point. It is confirmed that Holucia runs a shop where you can change your Pokemon moves and now even change their abilities. Now hold up. You can not only learn moves, you can change the abilities. This is huge. Like, you can't do that in the main Pokemon game. They should do something like that because I hate searching for hidden abilities. It may be rewarding and stuff, but seriously. And I actually recently bought an ability capsule in Auras. It's a one-time use thing. You can only use it once. That's so stupid. 200 battle points for once. You can't even change it to the hidden abilities. It's only the normal abilities. That sucks. But the fact that you can change your abilities by talking to Holucia is amazing. Like, that's just... I'm gonna buy this so much. Alright. And then it says, Kangaskhan runs a Pokemon Cafe in White Town and will give you thank you presents when you help Pokemon out. That probably means hey, you can help some... So that probably means you can help Pokemon out and get some rewards, like maybe it's rare items. I can't tell yet because there are no high details about it, like they haven't gone into much detail. But that sounds pretty cool. Maybe it will be like in the Spinda Cafe in Explorers of Sky, where you can, like, what was it? Oh fuck. Recycle was it, yes, you can recycle things, get rewards, blah blah blah. Maybe not as complicated, but who knows. Then Clefkeep will open treasure chests for you as we get to infinities. So that is pretty cool. You all know the drill with the treasure chests. You get rare items, you can get good stuff and stuff. Good stuff and stuff, yes, that's just how it is. Cofragus. Don't know how to... I never know how to pronounce Cofragus. I don't know. Cofragus. Will buy gold bars you find in dungeons from you. So maybe it will be easier to farm for money now. And that is actually pretty good because I feel I'm played through Explorers of Sky, of course, if you know my channel, and I feel like it's a bit, it's like you don't get much money. Of course, the guild takes some away from you before you complete the main storyline, but it is like, it's, if you can farm for money faster, that will be pretty nice. And it seems like you can do that. Meowth, however, has a special feature where you enter a dungeon with special rules. These dungeons are difficult to complete, but a video of the completion of it can be uploaded to the internet. So that is really good, because if you can record on your 3DS without a capture card and upload it to YouTube, I might do something like that. Like, that is really good. That's huge for YouTubers, kind of smaller YouTubers, I guess, those who don't have capture cards. And it's not really huge, but it's very good. It's very good news. And to get back to the special rules. Maybe it's where you can't eat an apple, maybe it's where you can't eat orange berries, you can't heal, you can't use that kind of move, something like that. That's very interesting. It makes the game harder, and that's, well, if you're a hardcore player, then it's good for you. There's a new feature called Cooperation. If your allies are surrounding an opponent and you go to attack, all Pokemon simultaneously attack, which does decent damage and removes type resistance. So I don't even know what that's supposed to do. I'll have to wait and see till the game comes out, get my hands on it, and finally confirms that, like in previous games, there's a special jukebox where you can listen to all the game's music. With the music you can find increasing over time. In addition to that, you can play the music with your headphones while the 3DS is in sleep mode. So, for those of you who love Mystery Dungeon music, I do too. It has amazing music, just like every Pokemon game. Yeah, you can just listen to it, and that is pretty cool if you just wanna listen to something on the plane. If you can probably do that. Don't hope. If you just want to listen to music, then you can do that. And let's get a look at the screenshots. In the first screenshot, we see a Pikachu and a Piplup attacking a Cross. I'm not gonna get into that. Like, that's violence. Let's not. And then it's just usually right now it's just regular screenshots. You can see, oh, they go into the stairs. Blah, blah, blah. Here are your stats. Look very detailed. That is good. And then it uses a move. So it's just like standard screenshots. I'm just gonna show you until something interesting happens. Here something interesting happens. Just kidding. It's not interesting. I just thought you had to jump over that little edge, but you don't. And it's just Pikachu finding items, you know, going around like usual. You can see how it kind of looks, how the throwing items looks, how traps looks and stuff. So it's just like normal gameplay, but with screenshots, of course. And here we have the Kegler shop. We all know the deal with Kegler shops. Don't steal from them. You'll die. You just saying, you're dead. I've tried to feed them. It's impossible. They're freaking level 500. I don't know. You can't get that high. That's why they're so freaking, like, they're too strong. But you can shop from Keglios. And then we have monster houses. You know how I have. You know my deal with monster houses. I'm pretty unlucky with those. But I kind of like them, actually, to be honest. Now this, I don't know. Those teardrops, I don't know if they're items. I can't go into much detail about that. It looks very interesting. And then Pikachu's just walking around, and there you have, oh, you can probably see info on this item, like in previous games. Pretty good. And maybe this is the Meow thing, where you have to do, like, there has to be special rules, or you have to collect something. I can't go into details about that. I don't know Japanese. You don't know Japanese, but here, like, there was a leaked Korokoro scan earlier, and I would have made a video of that, but we got screenshots now, but still didn't really feel it was very much. But now we have a bunch of news, and Mega Evolution, it looks like this. You have Mega Evolution, it's cool, it's the best. We can't ask for more. And you see Charizard Mega Evolve into Mega Charizard X, of course. And this looks pretty freaking amazing. And I think that you actually have to have an item, and it looks like probably like a Mega Stone. I don't really know, but we also have here, we have a screenshot of when you do in fact get defeated. It will ask you for a rescue mail, and you can say yes or no, like just like in previous game. Now this screenshot with Pillipper, it could be something entirely else. I can't be too sure. It could be Mega Evolution, it could be something like that. It could be Mega Rayquaza to do something in order for you to gain Mega Evolution, but it kind of looks like the place where you also battle Mega Rayquaza, like I showed in my previous video, the screenshot of that, but we can't be sure. And then we have Pillipper talking. He's cool. And we have a fossil Pokemon, Pikachu being happy, like always. Now this looks like a kind of a ritual summon. I'm not gonna go into that. That looks pretty terrifying. Maybe Pillipper does something special in the game for once. And here we have it. Maybe it's the friend rescue. I can't be sure. It must be the friend rescue. But here we have it. The friend rescue mail. Now this is probably, oh, I failed on the 6th floor. Can you help me? So you can kind of, you don't have to redo the dungeon, I guess. And it's a 3-star difficult mission, and it looks very cool. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. Then we have Pillipper talking, as usual. Pikachu being happy. Yay. And here we have the Kangaskhan Cafe. Now, what you had to do, of course, was help the Pokemon out, and you will get them reward. But I can't get used to the fact that Kangaskhan wants story items. It won't say honey to you, it won't story items. That's pretty weird for me, but at least they gave it a role in the game, so I'm glad to see Kangaskhan returning, of course. In the next screenshot, we still have Kangaskhan. And then we have Klefki. And this is where you, of course, open your treasures treasure chests. You all know the drill. You can see Halucha to the left, and here we have Cofragus. I really don't know how to say it. His sprite looks kind of weird in the screenshot if you ask me, but as you can see, it's where you get your money, and you have Keglan to the left, probably still where you buy your freaking items, and we have Meowth, where you can do the special rules in a dungeon, and you can upload it to the internet. It doesn't say YouTube, so we can't be too sure. Just want to mention that. And then we have the Lapras, where you can sail from Wayway Town to the other town, and I really like that. And this might be the school where you eat or something. I really find this screenshot interesting, because you know, in Explorers Time, Darkness and Sky, where you ate in the guild and it looked very similar to this. Maybe you eat at the school and it looks like this. Maybe Jirachi is attending at the school. Like, I don't know. It's really cool. And then Ambrose has some kind of role. He was in the Chorus camp recently, and I think he's an officer because he had like a kind of a badge. He had a kind of badge that looked like a police sign. So maybe he'll be the new police officer. It's usually electric types. In the next screenshot we have this. I have no idea. No, of course I have an idea. What am I saying? This is the jukebox, of course. So here you can listen to the music, and we have Meloetta, of course, because it's a free music Pokemon. You all know the drill. And in the next screenshot you can see there's a bunch of tracks, and you unlock it as you proceed in the game, of course. But that is very cool. If you just want to, you know, if you want to be dramatic and pretend you're in a music video by looking out of the window while in the car, you can listen to this music and be like, this is totally dramatic. You can do that. What you do is your own business. In the next screenshot we have Ambrose. He's probably going to be a part of the story, because I couldn't see him be anything else. Maybe not entirely the story, like heavily involved in the plot, but you know, you have to do some side tasks and Ambrose will appear in them and stuff. But here she's Dizzy, and then we have Mawile. Not really sure what Mawile does. I believe we didn't get any news about that. Or maybe I'm just being stupid. It looks like some kind of maps and books in the background, so maybe it's a library, maybe it's where you can discover new areas. Who knows? Next screenshot we have Jirachi. We did not get any details about this. I can't read Japanese, I'm sorry, I can't translate. But this looks... it looks like he's sleeping, and it looks like maybe he's at the school. The school looks huge, by the way. If all these areas are at the school is huge, and I love that. Then we have a Weasel. I don't know why he has to look so freaking dramatic. Stop stealing the spotlight, freaking Weasel. But he's in a dungeon. It looks very 3D-ish. And we have some lava in the background. Maybe it's just a regular dungeon. Maybe it has something maybe it has a plot related to it. I don't really know. He's talking to a Croc of Rock. And in the next picture we actually have you buying stuff at the Keglia Market. Keglia Market has to be there, because else it's not a mystery dungeon game. And maybe this Archon is a part of the story, because we have seen him in a lot of screenshots. Very interesting indeed. Next screenshot we have Ambrose, maybe investigating a case. It looks like a cutscene, because as you can see, or maybe it doesn't, but I was about to say that the text bar looked a little different, but it doesn't actually. But it looks like some kind of cutscene. You get the usual cutscene where he speaks to himself. They speak to themselves, okay? I do that too. I'm not gonna judge them. In the next screenshot we have this weird looking thing. Looks like some kind of tree. Maybe it's the connection up. And yeah, it just looks confusing to me. In the next screenshot we have a really terrifying Swirlix. Jesus Christ. That is a terrifying screenshot. A Weasel, I would be nervous too, Weasel. Jesus Christ, that looks terrifying. And we still have that. It looks like the connection ops. I can't be too sure. I can't confirm the most of what I'm saying, so I won't go into high detail about it. So I'm sorry about that, but Swirlix seems to be in the kitchen, of course. Maybe he's stealing snacks. We don't know. Now, with all these news confirmed, this game just keeps on getting better and better. In the previous screenshots we had a bunch of legendary Pokemon. We had some screenshots about the school. We had a bunch of news, and we have that in this month as well. Now with all this I want to ask you guys, what are you looking forward to the most in this game? With all the current confirmed news. Please let me know in the comment section below. Be hyped. And I'll see you in the next video.